So this week I want to talk about this little pot, mine's very old, of cream. And I want to discuss how this could be your new luxury purchase. Yes, you heard that right. Of course, it's only around about £2, £3. Maybe you want to splash out and get a massive tub and you'd be spending £5 or dollars. Now, why am I saying it's a luxury purchase? Well, you could purchase this and the ingredients are literally, I want to use identical. I'm so nearly going to say identical. I'm not going to say identical because there are a few little bits that are different, but so very nearly identical to Crème de la Mer. Yes, you heard that right. Crème de la Mer, that iconic cream. That little tiny tub at 1 ounce will cost you $110. I can absolutely swear to you that this tub, which costs me, gosh, it looks really grubby, it's so old. This tub, which costs me around about $1.99, maybe $2.99, is the same. It's going to do the same for your skin. There is one tiny difference, and I don't believe for a minute, for a millisecond, that tiny difference in ingredient is worth 100 times the price. So I'm going to open my computer and we're going to get our specs on and we're going to do a little bit of science. Let's have a deep dive into the ingredients. Let's have a look at why Crème de la Mer is so expensive. Simply in a quick search, why is Crème de la Mer so expensive? One sentence. La Mer is made using high-end ingredients that lead to it being so expensive. These ingredients are hard to find and much work is needed. Really? Okay, let's have a look at the information we've got for Nivea. Nivea Creme is often considered a dupe for La Mer's Crème de la Mer because of their similar formulations and ingredients. So apparently not that hard to find these ingredients. So I am going to tell you there is one ingredient that the Crème de la Mer has that the Nivea doesn't. And we're going to have a look at whether that actually does benefit the skin in such a way that it's worth paying over 100 times more for. So the ingredients that Crème de la Mer has that Nivea doesn't is something that they call a mystery broth. I think that's right. Mystery broth. I might have just made that up. Let me have a look. So yes, it's called miracle broth. So I was quite close. It isn't a mystery broth, it's a miracle broth. But the miracle broth is actually fermented sea ingredients, particularly sea algae. Now this isn't anything new in skincare. Sea algae has been used for many years as something that helps with hydration, that something helps with plumping, but it's mainly the hydration aspect. So immediately when you use something that contains sea algae or fermented ingredients, think of Japanese skincare, for example, or even Korean skincare, often the claim is about the hydration aspect. It has the ability to permeate quite well into the skin and to help you look plump and dewy and more youthful. So let's do a direct comparison of ingredients. So Crème de la Mer contains miracle broth, which is a blend of sea ingredients, kelp, vitamins, sea minerals, fermented sea ingredients as well, and some sea oils. I'm not entirely sure what it is because of course it's their miracle broth and I think that that's super secret. It also contains antioxidants. It also contains in the bulk petroleum, which is exactly the same ingredient as Nivea. You mustn't allow petroleum to frighten you. Of course, it's highly refined. It is something that is absolutely fine. Not everybody is suitable for it. Some skins are sensitive, but think about your Vaseline. It's exactly the same. It's not going to hurt you. It is more of a moisture barrier. It's kind of an occlusive ingredient. It is found in a lot of skincare. So it is really a petroleum-based moisturizer with some added sea kelp and sea algae ingredients. So Nivea also contains petroleum. It also contains panthenol, which is vitamin B5, which is beautiful for hydration. Provitamin B5 is an ingredient that you'll often find in skincare for nappy rash, for example. You may have heard of bepanthen. Bepanthen is an incredible healing cream, and you actually could do far worse than putting bepanthen on your face for a moisturizer. It's a fantastic healing, fabulous cream and very, very affordable. It also contains water, as does Crème de La Mer. It contains mineral oil, but it also contains lanolin. Now you can get options without lanolin, and remember, lanolin comes from sheep oil, and it's the oil within the wool. And I just want to mention that because any of you that perhaps are against any animal products, or perhaps you have an allergy, because some people are allergic to lanolin, then that's something you would need to consider. The texture is very, very similar, but Nivea is a little richer. It feels more rich. It can feel a little bit like you've got to rub it in a little, but once it goes in, it is so incredible for the skin as a night cream. Now, in terms of texture, Crème de La Mer straight out of the pot feels very thick. It feels a little bit thick, can even feel a little waxy, and it feels, to me, identical to Nivea. Nivea can feel quite thick. It can feel a little bit like you've got to work it, but it definitely feels more occlusive. Occlusive means that it's actually going to seal in moisture. That's why I love Nivea. I think it's a fabulous nighttime cream. It's obviously cheap as chips, but it's awesome at holding in, for example, if you used it after your tretinoin or your retinol. Now, the claims are, Crème de La Mer says that it helps hydrate and soothe and smooth fine lines. Well, I'm going to tell you right from the get-go, as an esthetician with over 35 years of experience, when your skin is hydrated, your fine lines and wrinkles look lessened. That is a fact of hydration. So when we moisturize our skin, it looks better. The fine lines and wrinkles look plumped out because they are. If your skin is hydrated and dry, you're going to look older and the lines are going to look more prominent. Nivea is the same. It's excellent for hydration. In fact, I would say it is super hydrating. It's great as an occlusive if you wanted to use it at the end of your nighttime routine to hold in your tretinoin or any serums that perhaps you will have used beforehand. It doesn't give crazy claims of fine lines and wrinkles because that's a given. You hydrate your face, your lines and wrinkles will look better. In terms of packaging, the Crème de La Mer pot is a white plastic pot. It looks like a sample pot. If you've ever had your colours done at a skincare counter, or you've been to a skincare counter and they actually put a sample of the product in a pot, they always use these little white plastic pots. Well, that's what you're getting with Crème de La Mer. Nivea comes in a tin. There are some that come in plastic tubs as well, but this is one of the German ones, which is the original formulation, which comes in a tin. You can get lighter ones, which are a little less heavy. They're white, and you can get ones that are anti-allergen. So I think for sensitive skins, that's what I'm trying to say. And that is a lighter formulation. Crème de La Mer comes in one formulation and it comes in various different sizes. The cheapest is, as I said, over $100, about $112, $115. That's about £99 in UK pounds. And the cheapest in this is around about £1.99 or $2.50. So let's talk about the perfume. Well, Crème de La Mer has a fragrance. It's a little flowery, maybe has a touch of the high-end fragrance about it. Nivea smells very familiar. It smells maybe a little powdery. It doesn't have a horrible smell or odor, and it's certainly something that passes. It's a very distinctive fragrance, I think, with Nivea. Definitely feels like something you will have smelt and experienced before. Of course, the audience and the target market is completely different. Crème de La Mer are speaking to women's insecurities and to their wallets. These are women, or men of course, that have got money to spend when it comes to skincare. They're not speaking to any of us that are looking for a £10 face cream or a $10 face cream. They know their market and they know how to market to that market. And that is to tell them that it is the most luxurious experience of their life, to tell them that every penny that they spend is worth it, and to advertise in these spaces and places that these type of buyers will be frequenting. So high-end hotels, boutiques, luxury shopping malls, and featured in the likes of Vogue, Harper's and Bazaar, Marie Claire, those type of magazines. Whereas Nivea is going to be on your regular drugstore, your supermarket shelf. It's accessible to everybody. It's not making any outlandish claims that it is the most luxurious. It's also not saying it's the cheapest. It's just saying, I'm here, use me. I do what I say on the tin, literally. It hydrates, it's good for your skin, it traps in moisture, it's very soothing, it's an excellent night cream. But no, it's not going to reverse the hands of time, but nor is Creme de la Mer. So let's recap. The facts are that the shared ingredient, which is the vast majority of what you're buying, is petroleum. This shared ingredient is exactly the same in Creme de la Mer as it is in Nivea. The German Nivea, the German manufactured Nivea, is identical to the Creme de la Mer. So there really isn't that much difference, as you can see. You only need to bring up the ingredients on Google and you will see for yourself. The base ingredients are identical. The difference is lanolin in Nivea and C ingredients in Creme de la Mer. Trust me when I say, if you bought this amount of Creme de la Mer, you will have just said goodbye to over $100. That's probably cost me about 50 cents. I do hope you enjoyed this video. This one is coming next. I highly recommend you watch it. Until the next time, bye for now.